Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be reviewing the Cadence Travel Capsules. So if you don't know what the Cadence Capsules are, they're basically just really well designed, aesthetically pleasing travel containers that are super easy to fill and just the right size for almost everything in your bathroom. They come in a large, a medium, and a small. So if you're like me, you've probably seen these capsules all over Instagram. They came out a couple of years ago. It took a long time for them to ship and they're expensive. So if you've clicked on this video, I'm assuming that you're interested and you want to know if they're worth the splurge. And I'm here to tell you that they are, and I want to show you why. Each container, no matter the size, is designed the same way and they're really, really smart. So I have this small one here as an example. This is one of the limited edition purple containers. And what's cool about them is that the top and bottom are magnetic. So you can just click them onto each other and they stay together. And then the top piece is actually a tile that you can remove and change out with other tiles. So all of my capsules, I decided to have blank tiles. I was given a set originally as a gift and I've just bought more for myself because I'm so obsessed with them. And I didn't want tiles that had little labels on them because I want to be able to switch them around. What's cool though is that if you want to, you can get really clever with the way that you mix and match colors. So I just took off the purple tile from the purple capsule. I could take the lighter tile from another capsule and swap it so that way there's a little bit more contrast. You can get really clever with all of the color combos that you do. So obviously personalization is huge. You can get all neutral colors or you can get a ton of different colors like what I have. Can you tell that I like them? So the next thing outside of just the way the capsules look is actually how they work. So if I unscrew this lid, the lid clicks into place once it gets to the final rotation so you know it's secure, and I've never had one of these capsules leak on me. What's interesting about them, and you'll see this on the website, is that the inside has a curved edge, so that way it's really easy to clean this out and it's really easy to get all of the product out that you need. This is very different than any other containers that I've used that almost always have a right angle at the bottom, so there's always product, especially like creams and moisturizers, that get stuck around the bottom edge. Part of the reason why the design is so smart is because they're super easy to fill. I don't know about you, but I've tried to fill travel containers before and it's always a pain. Usually the top part and the entry point is so small that product will get backed up, and most of the time travel sizes from brands still aren't portable enough. So to give you an example, I'm going to take this small purple one. It's the only one I haven't filled yet. I'm going to take my moisturizer and you can see it just perfectly falls into the container. So let's say that's the amount that I want, which honestly is a good amount and it's not even full. And all I have to do is close it up and I'm good to go and everything is secure. That's what it looks like on the inside. You can see I even have more room. And honestly, this amount of moisturizer I'd probably use over a week. So even the small containers actually hold quite a lot. So I have a bunch of small containers and I have a couple mini and then I have a couple large. And what's actually really cool is that if you ever have a medium that you want to make a large, they actually sell a ring that can expand the size of the containers. So this section right here is actually an expansion point. They don't sell just large containers. And what's really cool on the back as just a small design feature, you can see the base container size and then you can see the addition size. So that way you know even when it's large, it still is under the 3.3 fluid ounces that are required to fly on planes, at least in the US. So I've already mentioned that you can magnetize them together on top of each other, just like this. What's also cool is that you can actually magnetize them together on the sides on the larger components. So the medium and the large will stick together, which keeps everything together in your bag. I keep these in my DOP kit, but sometimes I also take some of these containers to work with me, depending on what's inside of them. And it's great because they loosely just stay together in one spot and they're just very organized, which I love. And I'll actually walk you through how I've laid mine out. I have body wash and shampoo conditioner in these. I have all of my side items. I have jewelry, shaving cream, and primer in these. Then I have all of my face stuff in the pink, which I love. I have exfoliator, cleanser, and moisturizer. And then these are also some other miscellaneous things. I have pills, toothpaste, and sunscreen. And for example, I'm going on a 2-week Europe trip. I'm actually gonna do a check-in about how I feel about the capsules after going on that longer trip because I never travel for that long. But I was actually packing these capsules the other day in preparation for that trip. And for example, this is a small container, it's the green, and that's all of, no! These are all of the pills that I need for a 2-week trip. So even the small capsules, depending on how you pack them, can actually fit quite a lot. And for my weekend trips, the small and medium are more than enough. A major benefit of why I think these capsules are actually worth the money because they're very expensive. They bring so much joy to my life. I was so happy I received them as a gift, enough that I even bought more with my own money. And sometimes you can find sales, but I will say they're really built to last. The plastic is very thick and it's textured and it's recycled plastic, which is even better. And the main reason why I've decided that these are worth it is because look at this. All of these products in the capsules can fit in my DOP kit. Here's the DOP kit. And the other side, I have just a bunch of miscellaneous things that I can't decant, like deodorant. But what's cool is that I would not be able to fit all of the travel size version of these products in this DOP kit without the capsules. Even my little travel shave cream is so big, and that's just one of many things I need to take, which I think makes these capsules really, really worth it. They fit super well in any of my bags, and you could even use them for more, like household items and junk drawer items and tech products and nails and things like that. There are a couple things to note that I've learned while using them. So like I mentioned before, they stick to each other on the top. Sometimes when I take the top part off, it actually pulls the magnetic tile of the container underneath with it. It happens rarely, but it happens enough where sometimes I have a little tile stuck to the bottom of another container. And you know, it's easy enough to just take off and put on the other one, but it's something to note. And because Cadence is a relatively young company and producing and manufacturing products is really, really difficult, there is a fit and finish issue that I've come into that I just want to highlight, especially because these are so expensive. There's a seam here in the cap, and then there's a seam here where the extension piece connects. And I would say for the most part, these fit really well together. I do have to twist them a little because if you over twist or under twist, they won't line up. And you'll definitely feel that because these ridges are pretty sharp. So on this capsule, that's not really a problem. On some of the other ones, I definitely have to like line them up perfectly to make sure that they fit and the side is seamless. And I think that that is just a product quality thing that will improve over time because producing products takes a very long time and fit and finish is definitely the hardest part. So I applaud Capsule for doing everything that they've done and making these so versatile and offering a bunch of different options and the ability to magnetize them together. I would love to see the actual manufacturing process get a little bit cleaner so that that way all of these edges are perfectly in line with each other and they're smoothed out so that way you don't feel like a hard little ridge. So that is my review of the Cadence capsules. Like I said, I'm going to do a check-in later after I go on my Europe trip so that way I can see how these work for long-term travel. But I mean, don't get me wrong, they're expensive as hell. I was really hesitant and I honestly never would have bought them for myself. That's why they were such a great gift. And now you can actually buy them, I think on Amazon and in Container Store. So if you want to go to a store and just check them out in person, I highly suggest it. They're super, super fun. I actually normally bring one of the large in my bag with me because I put body lotion in another one that I have. And it's just been so nice because I have the peace of mind that it's super secure and sealed. And I mean, at the end of the day, they're so aesthetically pleasing and they make me so happy and I'm able to fit so much product in them that I've actually been able to buy larger value size products and just fill this as opposed to buying, you know, the regular size and then a travel size, which I feel like over time is just a waste of money because then you have so much loose packaging that you don't really need. That is my review of the Cadence capsules. I love Cadence. I love the CEO. I'm so happy that you made these and went through probably the grueling process of making these happen. I really recommend them. I think that if you want to splurge and get yourself a little self-treat, you want to get a little something fancy before you go on a summer trip, that they're totally worth it and you will probably just be head over heels with them. The one thing to note about their availability is that if there's a color that you want, you need to get it when you see it because once they do limited edition colors, they usually don't bring them back and they usually sell out really quickly. So for example, the purples are limited edition, so I know these two colors you can't even buy anymore. And same thing with this middle level pink. I actually Well, that's a test for their durability. I just dropped it and it rolled all over the floor. I really wanted parts of my routine to match color-wise, so it's actually exfoliator, cleanser, and moisturizer because I wanted it to go from the deepest color to the lightest color. It's a small thing, but man, it makes me happy. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, just like normal, leave them down below. Make sure that you subscribe if you're new. I'm new to YouTube and I'm trying to grow this channel, and I love reviewing products that I see online and that a lot of people are interested in, so I hope this video helped you. And with that, I will see you guys in my next video.